Welcome back, you beautiful people, to the Sturgian Mercenaries. And at the end of last episode, we just took Prevengrad, and then we were trying to relieve the siege of Oxhull. And it turns out the Valandian army wants to fight us in open battle. Now they slightly outnumber us. We do have a little bit more on the power scale, but I got a feeling we're going to run into some crazy amounts of heavy horse. And we do not have too many of those, but hopefully we can run an intercept. But having a little look at the lords, we do have 3 Khuzait lords, which I imagine are the Khuzait mercenaries, which for us might actually be super useful, because if those horse archers go out and they can distract the heavy horse, then that is going to give our infantry a decent time. Now, this is the important one. We could go cavalry, because cavalry is cavalry and cavalry is very, very good. But then I am worried about the AI messing up the infantry and then unnecessarily getting a lot of them killed when they try to retreat back from the spawn. Maybe if we're cavalry, we can buy them some time. I think that's going to be the best way to do it.
Follow me!
Okay, Yuri Ironside, protect the left flank of ally centre infantry. Ooh, this is a nice amount of horse. Not all of them are under my control. They've got horse going that side as well, and naturally have the horse pushing that flank right. Oh, to be fair, it looks like we are keeping a nice formation on the infantry, so let's run an intercept on their cavalry before they can come in, and their cavalry's just sitting there. Well, we've seen what happens in other episodes. If the cavalry's not moving, we can go in and utterly decimate it. And then off the back of that, ooh, Valandian light cavalry done. We should be able to swing around and get into their crossbowmen. Charge the horse in now. I've disrupted it enough. Oh, and I think that's one of their lords right here. If we can take them out. 121 damage isn't too bad. Okay, we spanked their cavalry. Now... oh, they're formed up into a death circle. Cool. Our infantry's just going to absolutely smash through that. And then we've also got our explodey bombs going in, which is going to cause a lot of damage to their infantry and crossbowmen. And let's go and take out the horse on this flank. Yeah, our infantry now is getting extremely good, and looks like maybe a couple lords in here. Okay, we're tough, but we're not invincible. Yeah, so that's one more lord down. I take it this is a lord, if we can get the angle. Okay, no, that's a different lord. If we can take all of their lords, then we are going to be in a very good place. And wow, yeah, heavy cav supported by heavy infantry and battalion archers. Awesome, absolutely devastating. I'm not sure if they're going to be pulling the infantry back. If they are, we're going to have to run in and engage those archers, because they'll just shoot everyone in the back as they try to run, which would obviously be less than ideal. Cavalry yet again just getting trapped on spawn. I'm not sure what's going on with the Valandian cavalry at the moment. They just seem super immobile. So I don't know, maybe our strategy just hard to counters it. But then standing still whilst you've got cavalry isn't the best strategy. And just getting massacred. And we're sticking in their spawn as well, where we're not retreating. That is fine. Ooh, got you, Valandian Knight. Let's see if there's any big fancy targets. Okay, yeah, literally it's like any big fancy targets, and then just ignore the Banner Knight just running in with me with a spear. Yeah, that's super clever right there. Come on. Valandian Vanguard. Valiant gone down as well. So much damage on this axe, it's beautiful. And we also got the Mighty Blow Pack, which you get from getting, I think it's 250 in athletics, so anything over, I think it's like 250 or 275, gives you 1 hit point for every athletics you get over it. And yeah, that adds up super quickly. You can end up with an extra 80 odd hit points, probably more than that. Okay, another lord dead. And this is kind of what we're worried about. Our infantry is now all fractured, all over the place, and going in piecemeal. Their army's in a... well, the horse isn't. The horse is all over the place. The infantry is scattered, but they do have concentrations of it. which is going to cause us a whole bunch of issues, especially once their crossbowmen get into a situation where they can actually fight us. Okay, all horse go back on charge. We might regroup. No, I reckon we carry on. And what we are going to do is we're going to leave our horse here and take this horse. Reason for it is our horse is like Kamsen, and I've got no idea how we got it. I have no idea how to get another one. So, plan being, we don't want the horse to die. I don't even know if the horse can die, but seeing as all other horses can, yeah, don't want to lose it basically. It's a awesome horse, like 65 in speed and 65 maneuverability. So it's not the best in any one of those traits, but compared to most other things, it's just awesome. And then its hit points are like really high as well. Not as much as like some of the war horses, but higher than most. So it's got the speed of most things, better maneuverability than most, and then hit points better than most. So, obviously, not the horse we want to be losing. And yes, as this horse just went down, I think there's a good thing that we left our horse alone. Okay, how are we going to get out of this? Sword and shield. I guess we just keep going back and hope one of our heavy horse runs an intercept and just charges straight through them. Whenever you're ready, horse. There we go. Our heavy horse is just amazing. Just... Mate, bad day to be you. I'd seen that there might be like anti-horse. Oh, bad day for me. I reckon that'd give you a concussion. A serious concussion right there. Probably more than a concussion, to be honest. Just getting smacked around the head by a Volga. That would suck. But what doesn't suck is the battle is ours. And I have a sneaky feeling that we might have a few companions level up from this. Hopefully. I mean, we're going to have a lot of horse level up. If I was a better man. Spearmen might have done something. Yeah, look at that. Heavy axemen. Well, we need breaches, so we're going for an axeman. Thane champions, we are never going to say no to, and we'll take 2 of the horse. And we can't take anything more than that. Now, we do have a lot of Britannian Thane champions already, and not much in the way of horse. But the whole idea is that we want to be a siege-based army, hence why we don't have any horse ourselves. So everyone onto medic. And actually, that being said, maybe athletics would be better now that we know that the mighty blow perk comes from the athletics. But then there's just so many good perks in the medical tree that if we can just like drop them onto our guys, that's fine. And then also another nice side is if we decide to create our own lords, so create, well, give our companions their own armies, we can give them medical because we just have a lot of medical guys around. And then we can just start training tactics, engineers and stuff. And we have a bunch of engineers made up because that's what we've been given the crossbowmen. And doesn't it like we lost too much? Quite a bit of the army got wiped. Well, 81 isn't bad in a 1,000-odd unit army. Okay, you are my prisoner now. You're my prisoner, my prisoner, my prisoner, my prisoner, my prisoner, my prisoner, my prisoner. Was that like 8? Yeah, 8 Valandian lords. We're going to be able to chop the noggins off. I don't see how they can come back from this. Well, the war's really one-sided already. We're just absolutely massacring them. But having 8 lords just killed in one battle is brutal. Oh yeah, and we got to leave army quick. And start the head chopping. And the last of the 8 of the Valandian lords. Just on the way back to Sturgian territory to try and get some more troops. And Rheimatol Castle is under siege by the Britannians. 104 cavalry. That might be a bit much. 157 infantry and 48 range. Britannian cavalry isn't the best, but it's decent, but they do have very good archers. Everyone should be back up to near on full health. We picked up one more companion, who's obviously going to be garbage, because, well, super low level. But I think we go in and we break this siege if we can. 5 Britannian lords. And the power levels are surprisingly close. Don't care, yield or die. Right. Now, something that we have been doing. We were going around changing out the axes so they could only be used two-handed, which obviously is what we wanted because they ended up, instead of using the breacher axes, they were using the two-handed axes as one-handed. Oh, this is a beautiful map to mess with horse. Issue is, we just need to find a place for the archers. We might actually need to leave this place so we can get the archers up on a hill somewhere so they can fire down. Let's have a little scout, see if we can't move somewhere decent before their cavalry gets on us. So I'm thinking...
Archers, forward! Forward, move!
Archers on the ridge. Infantry in this area. Crossbowmen into here.
Infantry!
Then we can just kind of leave our cavalry to do what they need to do. And yeah, we can just go out and bait them into a fight. This will stop the horse charge being nearly as dangerous. That's good. Even though we prefer our foot infantry a little bit lower down. Wait, isn't this where we were like last episode, but we're on that side in that tree line? Yeah, we absolutely nuked them. If their horse isn't going to do anything... Oh. Interesting. It appears they're trying to flank us. Alright, let's go have a look. No point being caught out of position, but either way, we have a very nice rock face defending our front, which means that any charges coming that way are going to get absolutely messed up. Then they come over and they just run onto some spears. We are happy with that. Now, their army is there, and it looks like they are not going to want to fight where we are. Could anchor against one of those rock faces there. That would give us some protection. Let's move forward. So something actually can happen. Crossbowmen in the middle. And heavy horse there as well. I can hear heavy horse, but I can't see heavy horse. Hopefully it's ours. Yeah, it is ours coming down. Oh, we are gravy. Alright, I'm going to be right back once we're in position. I do like how the Sturgian army moves though. It moves so well. The other ones like always like break formation and go like scattered, whereas these guys like proper stay tight to each other. And we're back. Slight redesign of the formation. Troops a little bit lower down on the low ground. And then the archers in the back at the top, so hopefully they can shoot over. But we appear to be out of range and don't want to move too far forward, because if we get caught out of position and 104 cavalry charge at us, that is a bad time for everyone. And you can kind of see why they chose this area. Fairly open, which means their horse is going to have an absolute field day. Talking about a field day, the cavalry's all stood together, so let's go in and stab it and see if we cannot bait an attack out of them. No, that's their infantry. Horses are on the flanks. Okay, yep, we got them moving. Good for us. If we can get the cavalry away from their infantry support, we should be able to deal with it pretty quickly. Even though there's a whole bunch of skirmishers in that. Well, one less skirmisher now. You guys going to follow me? No. Annoying. Slight change of plan. Heavy horses going in. Idea is to distract their archers, their infantry, and their horse, so we can move our infantry into position. Sent them in 3 waves, because obviously we have it set on 3 different codes. I thought it was going to last a little bit more time than it did. But that being said, we are right in the middle of their archers and infantry. No, everyone just charge in. No point waiting. They are proper messed up. Yeah, this is a golden opportunity. And if they come out to fight us, well, we're going to beat them. Their defense was that they had the cavalry that could flank in. But the cavalry doesn't seem to be doing too much. And yeah, it's just left it open for our troops to go in, and our cavalry messed up their infantry. You cannot fight our army in a head-up fight. Cavalry, though, can mess us up. Good amount of archers will mess us up. But then again, we've also got our own archers mixed in with the infantry, so anyone that tries to retreat just gets shot. Winning on this flank, though, which is a little bit annoying. But no, we sealed the breach, pushing through the centre, and soon, like, our infantry will be on the archers. Yeah, archers already engaged. Which does leave their horse, but the horse isn't going to be a massive issue. What we can do is we can just regroup. Then off that regroup, we just form up, and then obviously we've all got spears. Well, not everyone's got spears, but a lot of them do. And then the horse is not going to be very effective at all. Actually, to be fair, with the amount of archers and infantry running around, and with that kill feed going, I think we just let our guys do what our guys do. Because they do it very, very well. Unless we can get that guy. No. Cool. Yeah, it's literally like almost like having a bunch of machine guns on your side. It is like so broken. Because the arrows just come flying in, super accurate, super fast, and just proper continuous. I like it. I like it a lot. And that is our battle once again. And who would have guessed a famed champion managed to get another 5 kills? Happy days. Right, you're going to go into athletics. Because we also need a fast archers. So this little cheeky chappy, the ranger, he's going to go in with the infantry as well. Because that is just a awesome combination. Now, what I'm thinking is the foot infantry archers, we only give them 1 quiver of arrows. And then we give them a shield. Take off their 2-handed sword and give them like an axe. So the plan with it is if they get in a fight, they can hold their own properly. And then after that, once they're in the castles, they can also shoot their arrows. And they're not really going to be shooting 60-odd arrows off in a siege or on the ground, because the other archers will be covering that. So yeah, I think we just make like a hybrid archer force. And let's have a little look over. So Ben got 1 kill. It looks like he hit a few other things as well, which is cool. Gnu got 2 and then got knocked out. Argonazar the Wanderer got knocked out as well. And Terror got 2 and didn't get knocked out. And for our prisoners, looks like 5 prisoners, which means 5 more heads. A bunch more Britannian Thanes. We'll take as many prisoners as we can. And seeing as we've learnt our lesson multiple times, actually we only learnt it once, which was if you get an enemy lord, first thing you do is just chop off their head right then and there. Because they escape a lot and it is super annoying. And the last of those lords is dead. Now if my math hammer is right, which it probably isn't, I think that's 12 or 13 lords already wiped out. We are outnumbered 2-1. We'll fight to our last drop of blood. And they have 461 against our 207. I got a feeling that this might be a worthy scrap. And I've got a feeling it's going to be out in the open as well, which means we're going to be able to bring our archers to bear quite nicely. Or apparently not. Now, in this sort of terrain, they still need to come to us. Which leaves this massive open killing zone in front of us. So long as I can get the archers in the right place, they can be able to shoot in front of the troops. Now that being said, is there a low patch over here with a high patch around it? So maybe here?
Infantry forward! Infantry move!
Okay.
Infantry!
Horse has to go in and charge. Archers there. Heavy horse has to go and skirmish. And other horse has to go in at skirmish as well. Just so we can break up their ranks. And yeah, yet again, the archers and the infantry already getting a whole bunch of shots off. Anyone seen Gladiator? You know the opening battle to Gladiator where it's all like misty and they're fighting the Celts? Yeah, this reminds me of that. But we are in such a good situation. Now, don't get me wrong. They have a whole lot of infantry, which might actually pose some sort of a problem to us. What am I talking about? Their infantry is melting. Okay, actually, they're pushing this flank quite hard. Okay. I was like, charge in, be like, oh, solo the flank, it'll be fine, lads. And just be like, don't hit anything. Come on. Aim down, hit them in the head. Kill them. Why? All of a sudden, this axe feels like it's lost like half of its reach. A little bit unfortunate, but details, actually, that's a whole group of Thanes. Okay, using one-handed that time. Don't want to be using that. Yeah, we want to clear this out as much as we can. This is their like top troops. And we're about to overstay our welcome. Horse pull back. You've done your job. Other cavalry, you've done your job. And heavy cav, you've done yours. Yeah, it just ended up just unnecessarily swapping a whole bunch of weapons right then. Yeah, with our cavalry pulled back, we can send them out again when needed. Hopefully they stay alive. Their horse, not expecting miracles from. We got spears now, so we can actually deal with them. He says as they just wrecked our lines. They took a lot more of our guys than they should have. Okay, we're going to need to go in and actually do something against them, otherwise they are going to cause us a whole bunch of problems. Okay, you're dead. What about you? Got you as well. And nothing too much there. Okay, horses come in, ruined our lines, and now they are coming in straight behind. No, Shemzan! Okay, we got to go drop our horse off. We do not want to lose this horse. This horse is very good. Okay, horse, you're going back in, you're going back in, and you're going back in. Yeah, probably should have realised they would have had a lot of horse. That is not good for us. But man, they are starting to cut through our ranks. Just sheer numbers. So that was what, outnumbered 2-1. Everyone had to take like 2 people down. Our archers holding the line. Their archers have charged in. If they don't break us on this attack, I think we got it. Just going to need to thin their horse out a lot, but then we have a few horse left as well, and a lot of their horse already have arrows in, so they're not going to be too tough now. Arrows are running low though. Alright, I'm going to go in, do what I can against theirs because I'm nearly done. I think like a big charge now might finish it, but then again I also want to stay back a bit. Yeah, all they've got is horse, I think. They've got a few archers trying to like reform, but traitor. Sturgian veteran bowman on the other side. What are you playing at? By all accounts, I don't think we should have had that. Did not realise how much horse there was. And a whole bunch of really good archers on their side. Thankfully, our guys are just better. Because with each battle, it all goes up. So, one hard crossbowman got 7 kills and Battanian Thane got 8. We are happy with that. Okay. Both trained for combat, so they can get the extra hit points from the Mighty Blow perk. And I'm just throwing it out there, I think this should open a clearing for us to go after the castle. Not right now, because we will have to like regroup and heal, but we can just go to one of the towns on top of the mountain. And that will be sorted. So 158 died, 299 knocked out. We lost 1. One troop died, and what was it? One of our heavy horse. But I have brought a whole bunch of recruits, so we are going to be able to replace those losses quite happily. But I think that might be an issue of having the archers, is the archers do go onto the flanks. And yeah, we just saw that they started cartwheeling through. If they'd kept pushing, that would have been a lot of trouble. Okay, the new High King will have your head, and yours, and yours, and yours. So that's 4 more that are going to get wiped. And let's level up the troops. So more champions. Let's go spearmen, because that is one of our main problems, is dealing with horses. Heroic line breaker, and then into more spearmen. As for this, let's just take what we can. We're not too fussed. We have a whole bunch of money. All we need it for is the roguery. And take all of their weapons, because we can smelt that, and we can turn that into good stuff to sell, for lack of a better term. And level up our troops by leaving all the loot for them. And then back into the party screen to level up once again. Yeah, we can remax super quickly now. And number 4. Right. We are closer to 20 lords killed in this episode than away from it. I think that makes sense. We are becoming a bit of a nuisance, really, is how I describe us. And Valandia decided to make peace with us, which is a little bit annoying. But then, who was it? Ragnavad's army was just tearing through their territory. So I can understand why they made peace. But they got Sargot back. But I think the next time we're at war, we're just going to focus down across here and then up and then try to like consolidate across here. So we need to take this Pendrick Castle and then this castle down here from the Britannians before they make peace. And that being said, actually, if that's what we need to do, which I think it is, we should get onto that before we go to Veron Castle. Annoyingly, just as we said we're going to go and take all of those castles, we made peace with the Britannians. But the Valandians then decided to go attack us. They are trying to siege Auxhall, so we're just going to run into here. Hopefully pick another companion up now and see if they've got any kit for us. Which I am doubting that they do, because, well, we've been in here a few times recently to try and actually look for some stuff for our guys. And yeah, 41 on a helmet. Actually, that's not too bad. 50,000, yeah, we can afford that. You got any shoulder pads? Nothing exceptional, which is a shame. And bronze scale armor with a kilt. We'll see if anyone wants that. And hopefully they've got some warlord gloves. Yeah, warlord braces right there. And do you have any warlord boots is the next question. No. Auto equip everything. And then let's go break the siege. Change of plan. If their army's down there and we can't take it, it's a waste of a trip. But if their army's down there, what it also means is, well, they're not going to be able to defend Kalis Castle. So obviously that means we might have a chance to actually get in and do a siege, seeing as that's basically what our army is designed for, is breaching castles. And we're a little bit better trained this time around, is how I would like to describe it. So that's good for us. And the other side is if they do decide to attack us, that means they lift the siege anyway. And it looks like they are going after Prevengard. Oh, Prevend. I've been saying it wrong. I wasn't even looking at it. I'm such a muppet. But with the battering ram, there should be a fairly easy attack, and they've only got ballistas. So let's lead an assault. Auto deploy for tactics. I think we just charge in. Their archers are going to be pretty decent, but without Mangladels, we don't actually have that much to worry about if we just stay out. And it doesn't look like they can bring that many archers to bear at the front of the castle either. And our guys are already making some inroads into their archers. This side might be a little bit more annoying, but to be fair, the walls don't seem that well defended, so we're going to go and try to get in. Why not? Not that we haven't learned our lesson that we can't just charge in, but I've got a feeling on this one we might actually be able to get away with it. Cheers, mate. Just help me with the ladder. Good guy. To be fair, they can't really shoot us from the side, so I'm in no rush now. Heavy axe. Okay, a little bit closer. Wow. Swing the axe. There we go. Oh, I can't get any lower. Someone's behind me. Okay, one-handed. Try to get over. We got our clearing. Wow, you guys are annoying, is how I'm going to describe this. Okay, two-handed and run backwards. Wow, you're annoying. Okay. Valadian Gallant. Note to self, attack very quickly when you're not very good at this game. I imagine if I was better, I probably would have been able to fight him. But he caused us a little bit of trouble. And are they running backwards? Oh, right, yeah, we're going up on the other side of the castle over there. Let's clear through this way. Most of these got taken up by archers. Okay, that guy, I doubt we're going to get, so no point chasing him. But these guys seem to be wanting to run that way. Oh, no, you're trying to defend your tower. Ah, foolish. Can we go this way? Ooh, ballista. Militia spearman down. Yeah, always miss people running into those buildings. I really like how the light changes. So instead of it just being like one continuous light source, it's like it takes a while to adapt. I think that's pretty smart. Oh, there's two of you. Was two of you. Alright, I think this section is ours. I don't really mind if they put one more guy on a ballista. That's not the end of the world. And seems... Oh, there's someone there. Come back. Hello, sir. I have something to say to you. So where was I going with this? Yeah. So they're down on the ground. Don't really mind if they put someone else on the ballista. Oh, that all being said. Wait, did we manage to get round and clear the defenders before the gatehouse fell? No, we destroyed the gatehouse. Botanian Faints. What a surprise. I will go with that they are the best archers in the game. I'd feel fairly safe saying that. And also, beasts in close combat. Like, deceptively good in close combat. I kind of feel like later on with like when more updates are done, some of these castles have like multiple layers of defense. So I think you should have to breach that, then this, then the next bit, then actually assault the keep. I'm sure some mods will put that in at some point. 64 knocked out. And let's have a little look at our main companions. Argonazar the Wanderer got 1. Brucey the Bowman got 4. Drop Bear got 6, which I'm quite surprised about. Ben got 4. Nice. Hobinrud got 1. Gnu got 3. And Terra unfortunately got none. Wasn't quite what I was expecting to bump into. But we got Pyrrhix Army coming in. And they're defending Clannockhen Castle. I reckon we can go and take them. Yeah, they know it. They're trying to run away before they get in the castle. Thank you very much. Oh, he's no, I thought I said he was the king. He's not. Shame. Anyway, another decent scrap for us. And we are becoming quite the powerhouse. Now, what I'm wondering is, yeah, we've done a whole bunch of work for the Sturgians, and now the Sturgians are actually becoming like crazy, silly, scary, powerful. What if we become a vassal, and then off the back of that, start like trying to carve out a territory for ourselves, and then rebel? I think that could be quite fun. And as far as defensive positions go, this looks like a very nice one for our infantry and archers. Now, in the meantime, crossbowmen can go there. Heavy horse can go out, and then our heavier horse. So we just basically have a bunch of setups for heavy horse. So we've got regular cavalry, and then we just put things into heavy horse. Or is it heavy infantry on 8? No, it's heavy horse. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. They're going to go in and start causing a bunch of issues. Then they're going to end up trying to attack us, and then they're going to be attacking onto a whole bunch of archers in a very good defensive position. Oh no, they're holding up again. Boring. Okay, leading vanguard done. Okay. If they're getting behaved like that, everyone charges in. Horse is obviously going to be in first for a while, but our horse is pretty awesome. Then I think the archers probably show up second, followed by the infantry. But by that point, I don't think these guys are going to have much left. Actually, let's be really annoying. I want to see something. Can we do this? Apparently not. Go on, just keep pushing forward. There's an opening here. You're in full plate. And you're a nutcase. Break out. Done. Okay. Formation is utterly shattered. And looks like they're trying to move in. And infantry's semi in range, already throwing off their projectiles. To be fair, you did just jump off a horse into the middle of a lot of other enemies. What are my archers doing? Okay, if you're going to pull back, put the infantry in front. Though, that being said, the archers are still doing pretty well. Well, they're not going to be doing very well. Why is the archers on the front row? Why? Why, computer? Why do you think having the archers in front of the guys with the shields is a good idea? It's not a good idea. Okay, fine. I won't keep yeeting in if the computer's going to do stupid stuff like this. Now, don't get me wrong, our guys are particularly good, so they can thankfully hold when silly things happen, but that could have gone super badly for us. Maybe I take it back about the computer being stupid. Just got 5 more Fane champions. That is actually insane. I fear anyone that tries to take a castle from us when we're in it. So yeah, I skipped it because all that happened was the infantry run forward, and then they ran away from each other, and then ran at each other, and then ran away from each other, and then ran at each other. Yeah, it was not all that interesting. But 5 Fanes. I will take that. Yes, you are my prisoner, and you, and you, and you. We'll take everything of that we can. Turns out I've got... Oh yeah, we never actually sold the other lot of prisoners off. Clever cookie me. A1's max level, so we get all of the loot this time around. And let's start chopping heads off. And P-Rick's head is the final one. That has to be over 20 lords beheaded in this episode, I think. And with the defeat of that Sturgian army, Ormanifard Castle is now left open. Small Valandian army down there, 285, but we know that we can spank that, absolutely no worries. So we are going to go in and try to besiege this one. However, this is where I need to bring the episode to the end. So thank you very much for watching the Sturgian Companion Mercenaries, and we get start next episode off with a nice old siege.